thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome back to the Thrift Store Rundown's Odyssey to the Oscars, celebrating the 96th Annual Academy Awards by doing what we do best, bringing the Oscars home on a budget. Oh yeah, around this time of year we're all about living your most golden life. And so too is Life magazine. This is our third Life magazine review, and I believe our first proper issue from the 80s. I wanted to reintroduce this in a way that Life magazine went into their 50th anniversary in 86. With a bang. Watch.
For half a century, Life magazine has brought you the best in photojournalism. Classic pictures like these have become permanent memories. And now is the perfect time to start your subscription to Life, especially with all the exciting events we have planned for our 50th anniversary. All it takes is 4 easy payments of $7.97. Just call this toll-free number now, and we'll send you the greatest year ever of the greatest magazine ever. If you order now, we'll also send you this 35mm camera. It's yours, free, with your paid subscription to Life. It's compact, it's easy to use, and it takes great pictures. Call now. Your subscription also includes the Year in Pictures, Life's annual issue dedicated to the memorable events of the past year. Get a year of Life and the camera and the Year in Pictures. Call now. No, wait. You get more. This year, each issue of Life features this special anniversary section. Life Looks Back, a review of the great personalities, trends, and events of the last 50 years. What a deal! Get a year of Life, and the special sections, and the Year in Pictures, and this great camera. Hold on. Put the phone down. You also receive this special issue, dedicated entirely to the magic of Hollywood. Call right away. Folks, I don't know what's going on here, but they're also giving you this giant anniversary issue. It's the biggest issue of Life ever. Look at the size of it. They've crammed all of the greatness of the first 50 years of Life magazine right in here. Call 1-800-621-2800 now for a full year of Life, including the Year in Pictures, the Hollywood issue, the big anniversary issue, the special sections, and the great camera. And this camera case, the only time that Life will be 50, and it's gone to their heads. Call now, before they come to their senses.
I would compare their special celebrating the movies issue to their special Hollywood issue. Either way, to me it's one of the same, especially we got Hollywood's most powerful women. Jessica Lange, Sally Field, Barbra Streisand, Goldie Hawn, and Jane Fonda, and much more than meets the eye in this real huge issue. I mean, it is such a humongous beaut. And it came at a rather humongous price for magazines like this. But don't worry, I got a discount. 50% off $14.99. This very much is a boutique item for me. Unique was fairly right on and priced it accordingly, and you're about to see why. We begin with Fancy Feast's look at the adventures of Hollywood's richest cats. Hooray for Hollywood and its lifestyles of the rich and famous felines. I say rich and famous felines for a reason. We got one of them here, enjoying a rarefied existence at the Bel Air estate of David Wolper. That would be Willie. You know David Wolper, right? Television and film producer extraordinaire of the Wolper organization. But the reason I say lifestyles of the rich and famous felines is because of OTTO. He belongs to Bill Conti, one of the greats. Of course you know him for the Rocky themes, but what about the right stuff? I mean, if it weren't for the right stuff, the man who's conducted more Oscar ceremonies than anyone else, I reckon 19 times, wouldn't have an Oscar to call his own. He won this for the right stuff. And yes, he composed the theme for Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous with Robin Leach, which, by the way, was borrowed from a movie that he scored. It was a drama about a guy who just got out of prison and wanted to restart his life. It had that symphonic disco tone, which was more suitable for the Lifestyle series than that particular drama. But you know what? A theme is a theme, and Bill Conti is hardly capable of doing anything subpar. If you could fill out the coupon on the back here with these words, good taste is easy to recognize, you could win a glamorous vacation for two to Hollywood or Broadway, not to mention save 25 cents on 3 cans of Fancy Feast for your feline, so that he or she could become the next fabulous feline. Next up, the main event, the movies, the magic, the madness, the memories. The Smithsonian exhibit all about the movies, Hollywood, legend, and reality, with the collaboration of Time Inc. and Life magazine, of course. And you get the camaraderie that went on behind the scenes of the photo shoot, at least textually here, of these 5 golden women of Hollywood. It wouldn't be fair not to include them, especially on Women's History Month. At TSR, we believe that a woman's place is wherever she places her trail. That's right, Jessica, Goldie, Jane, Sally, and Barbara are life's 5-star kickoff for this all-star 1986 extravaganza. Of course, this was headed by entertainment editor Jim Waters. Want to make a movie? Dial O for these operators. The hit list of movie moguls. Jeffrey Katzenberg, chairman of Walt Disney Studios. Brian Grazer, Preimagine Entertainment with Ron Howard, who's also profiled here separately. Pat Kingsley, publicist for the stars. Deborah Lucchese, or Lucchese, how do you pronounce it? Wife of Gary Lucchese, co-founder of Lakeshore Entertainment. And the most reclusive movie mogul to get, Barry Diller, chairman and CEO of 20th Century Fox. All 5 of these mega power players are profiled here through vivid photographs, textual profiles, and updates on their then current projects, including the summer stock at Disney. Glenn Keane going over some animation drawings for a Cartoon Rat and The Great Mouse Detective, of course, for Walt Disney Pictures. Kirk Douglas and Bud Lancaster for Tough Guys, and Ben Midler for Ruthless People. I assume these 2 being released under the Touchstone Pictures banner. This is also an ad for the Hollywood Legend and Reality exhibit at the National Museum of American History. This is the Smithsonian, Washington, D.C., April 1986. This is Brian Grazer's profile with then-wife Corky and son Riley. Next up, Talent 86. For style, freshness, and allure, this lively gallery represents the most gifted gay in the movies. Actor-turned director Ron Howard, 32, is a hotshot hitmaker. He scored with Splash, Cocoon, and Gun-Ho, but still favors basketball. No retake, says Ron. Again, he's profiled separately here before he teamed up with Brian Grazer to form one of the most powerful production companies in the world, Imagine Entertainment. We also have here Whoopi Goldberg, Tom Cruise, Sigourney Weaver with James Cameron, Aidan Quinn, Chuck Norris from the Delta Force, and I mean Walker, Texas Ranger, Angelica Houston, Michelle Pfeiffer, Rebecca De Mornay, Judge Reinhold and Julie Haggerty, Kim Basinger, branded as the sexiest new actress in film, Kelly McGillis, Griffin Dunn, Christy Laddie, and Brian Dennehy, with one of several VHS rental ads from MCA and RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video at MGM UA, and finally here, Jeff Bridges. Next up, an in-depth profile on the husband, father, and hitmaker of the year. The hitman of hitmakers, folks. No Odyssey to the Oscars on TSR is complete without Steven Spielberg. Yep, the soul of Amblin Entertainment. At work and play. At play with then-wife Amy and young son Max. And at play and work on the Amblin lot in the Amblin kitchen, cooking up a pan of matzo brie, which he insists is the only real thing he does all day. This just might be one of the most in-depth profiles yet, spanning multiple pages of him at work and play, going over shots for the anthology series, amazing stories, hanging out with the Back to the Future Part 2 crew, and relaxing near the pool. And this is just one of a couple of full-page movie ads. Man, I vibe on these so hard you don't believe. Blake Edwards, A Fine Mess, Ted Danson, and Howie Mandel. And finally, classic Hollywood. Scattered now from Paris to Palm Springs, from Barbados to Carmel, from New York to Malibu, these legends sailed in Dungift. A power of personality that continues to resonate and give pleasure. We're talking luminaries such as Ginger Rogers, John Huston, Olivia de Havilland. Of course, you know her as Melody from Gone with the Wind, Doris Day. We also have here Fred Astaire. Gotta dance with the best of them, folks. Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, James Stewart, Shirley Temple Black, and the Xanax, Lily and Richard Zanuck. I said it before, I'll say it again. If you trade up at least one occupation in your life, everything else trades up for you. Lily was Richard's third wife. And you don't tell me the benefits of trading up are false, because she is smoking hot. I mean, if you're not going to be a director or a writer, at least be a producer. You get to call the shots somewhat. And you certainly do marry up. We have here Greer Garson, Bette Davis, Walter Matthau, Billy Wilder, Jack Lemmon, Elizabeth Taylor, Claudette Colbert, and finally, two of filmdom's most royal luminaries, Lillian Gish and Douglas Fairbanks Jr. Together, they represent 137 years of screen acting. At the time, at least. There's also a profile on Hollywood special effects makeup legend Rick Baker. And with all that you're getting here, do I really need to scroll through this entire thing? Well, I guess I should. If only to remind you that Life magazine of this caliber back in the 80s, of course we got the Reagans in their Hollywood years. You ever find something like this at your thrift store? You'd literally be nuts not to give it a shot. Because simply put, it's giving me life. 5 out of 5 claps. Do you think Life magazine went in over their heads when they turned 50? I think with this caliber of quality, I'd like to see what they do when they turn 100. I, for one, will be waiting with bated breath. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the thrift side.